First of all, thanks for watching my channel, and please consider subscribing so that you can see other Vegas content along with slot play and casino walkthroughs. In this video, we're going to show you the top things Vegas newcomers should make sure that they check out during their first visit to Sin City. If you would like to recommend others, be sure to put them in the comments. Number one is all the free stuff that Vegas has to offer that first-time visitors to Vegas should definitely take advantage of. In this one, this short clip shows you the first free item that we want to point out to you, and that's the Bellagio Botanical Gardens. It changes 4 or 5 times a year. But it's certainly something that's worth checking out. One point of caution that I feel I should make to you, that you can probably tell just from watching this short clip of it, is it gets crowded. So the best advice I can give you is try to visit it as early in the morning as you possibly can. When you walk into the Bellagio, it's right there, close to where the check-in desk is. Now, the second free thing you certainly want to take advantage of if you're a first-time visitor to Las Vegas is the Bellagio fountains. It runs every 15 to 30 minutes depending upon day and time of day, so you'll need to check with the folks at Bellagio to see exactly when it's going to run, but it's pretty frequent, and it's really beautiful, as you can tell from this short snippet from a nighttime video. But you know, the music's great, and it's a classic thing to see when you're in Vegas for the very first time. And the last free thing that we're going to show you in this video, and I put this in here just because it's not going to be there much longer, is the Mirage Volcano Show. As most of you probably know, the Mirage was bought by Hard Rock, and they've announced already that the volcano is going to go away. This is something that's very Vegas and very iconic, and it's not going to be there much longer. So if you want to get a chance to see it, you better do it pretty soon, because it's not going to be there too much longer. I think it's probably going to be there through 2023, but you know, they haven't announced exactly when they're going to start tearing it down, but it's coming down. So There are plenty of other things to do for free. We just listed 3 quick ones here, but there are plenty more free things to do in Vegas. And those of you that want to mention others, again, just put them in the comments so other viewers can take advantage of that. Okay, moving on from the free stuff, number 2 is a helicopter ride over the Las Vegas Strip. Now, for those of you that are okay with heights and don't feel, kind of jittery about riding in a helicopter, this is a fantastic opportunity to see the Las Vegas Strip in a way that a lot of people don't get to see it. From anywhere from $99 to about $130, depending upon if you're taking a day flight or a night flight. It's a pretty cool thing to do, and it only lasts anywhere from 12 to 15 minutes, so it doesn't take up too much of your time, but you can get some really cool pictures and video of the Las Vegas Strip. And there's a few different companies that actually do this. And like I said, you can get day flights or night flights. I believe the night ones cost a little bit more, but day flights are just as interesting. So this is something you really ought to check out during your first trip to Vegas. Now, the LINQ Promenade came in at number 3. I included this separately. Now, granted, walking down the LINQ Promenade, which is kind of in the center of the Strip, doesn't cost you anything. So I could have actually included it as one of the free items. But because of all the shops and the attractions that are along the promenade, I wanted to give its own due. So I just included it by itself. As we walk down this area, and we did it early in the morning just to avoid some of the crowds, but there's a zip line here, and of course the high roller is at the far end of it. As you walk down from the Strip, you'll see a lot of restaurants. There's the Flamingo right there on the right, and we just passed the LINQ on the left as we were walking down. So there's lots of different things you can do, and of course those things will cost you some money, but just walking it and checking things out doesn't cost you anything. There's a couple of really good restaurants here. There's one called Off the Strip that I really like. It's a really good restaurant down here. It's right down here on the left. But you walk down here, there's the high roller. We're going to talk about that here in a little bit. But just kind of check it out as we walk down here, and you can see that this is something that's worth doing if you're a first-time visitor to Vegas. So here's a view from the top of the LINQ high roller. You can see the views are pretty spectacular from up here, and you can see pretty far away, especially when it gets to its very top. It's about 30 minutes to go all the way around. It'll cost you anywhere from 30 to 40 bucks. Nighttime cost you a little bit more, but nighttime is definitely the best time to go. So yeah, really cool pictures. You can see a lot of the other properties around. So definitely worth doing for a first-time visitor to Las Vegas. Number 5 is walk the strip. Assuming you brought with you a good pair of walking shoes, take advantage of walking the strip. Now, sure, I could have included this in a free thing to do because they don't charge you to walk the strip. But with so many things along here, while you're walking, you're probably going to stop in at a restaurant or a casino or some novelty shop or something. So you're probably going to spend some money while you're walking. But just walking the strip gives you kind of a good sense of what's there, what's around your casino. Here we're walking kind of from, I think, the Mirage over to, I want to say Caesar's Palace, which is kind of center strip location. But just walking the strip, you kind of get a sense of people watching and a lot of different things that you may want to put on your bucket list to do later that trip or a trip when you come back. So take advantage of walking the strip. But be cautious. It takes a lot longer and farther to get to some place than you might think. So having a good pair of walking shoes is absolutely critical. Okay, so the next one, number 6, is actually Fremont Street and the downtown area. One of the biggest regrets I've had in going to Vegas early on was that I didn't really venture out very far from the hotel on the strip that I was staying at. And I encourage newbies to Vegas to actually venture out to the downtown area and the Fremont Experience place. Daytime is actually the best time to actually go and visit it. I say that because there's going to be less crowds and you get to kind of see what's there, so you can kind of plan whether or not you want to come back at nighttime. And I also believe that anywhere downtown, it's more walkable than the strip area. You can get places a lot faster if you're walking. There's Slotzilla zip lines there. There's the light show underneath the canopy, what you're seeing in this little short video. There's also the Mob Museum there. And also, there is, not too far from the Fremont Experience, is the Neon Museum, which comes in at number 7. Best time to visit there, of course, is night when they light up a lot of the neon so you can see it. But going during the day is just as enjoyable. So that's the 7 places that I personally think that newbies to Vegas ought to take a look at when they get there. Thanks again for watching, and please consider subscribing to my channel. And also, if you have other recommendations for Vegas newbies, feel free to add them to the comments below. See you soon.